morning everyone, Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream, glad you could make it today. So, it's time for some more Twisted Wonderland. Second part of the Cloudcalling on the Savanna event. Last time, Leona gathered together a bunch of people that he thought would likely win the tournament in his hometown, mostly so that he can get away with not doing his job afterwards. Unfortunately, after we arrived, Jack succumbed to heat stroke. Me and Jack are clearly very similar. I also do not do well in heat. And so now he's had to replace Jack with Callum. And Jamil mustn't know. Because otherwise, Jamil's gonna be real mad. I mean, he's gonna find out when it happens eventually, right? And I don't want to be Leona when that happens. Alright, and that's where you are, I believe. Hello Thomas, how you doing? Alright, let's get into book 3. Proof in the pudding. Ooh, pudding. Something in that stall over there smells good. Oh, it looks good too. There's certainly a lot of customers. They're all sitting at tables eating some kind of meat. That's mutton sauté. Pretty common here. Looks delicious, gotta say. Looks delicious. Chunks of lamb grilled on a metal plate over charcoal. That would sure hit the spot right now. Looks mighty tasty. I'm gonna get some too. Welcome! Here you are. Hot! But it's grilled to perfection. No one can touch Sunset Savanna when it comes to meat. Oh boy, now I want some too. I suspected you might say as much and took the liberty of ordering an additional serving. Spicy sauce is delicious. Nothing against meat, of course, but I'm more interested in the wide array of fruits here. Many fruits are full of rejuvenating and beautifying vitamins. Usually I'd opt for a smoothie, but they look so fresh I believe I'll eat them as is. In particular, we are known for our mangoes here. I highly recommend them. In that case, 1 serving of mango, please. Me too! Thank you very much! Your brain heard something slightly different, huh, Thomas? Delicious! What a rich, full-bodied taste. I wonder if I got a different sort of mango. I mean, it's more light and refreshing. That's actually the same mango, just cut in half, so they should taste identical. Bill and Callum clearly have different taste buds. I suppose it can't compare to the top-grade fruits you usually eat, Callum. Gee, thanks for the rave review. I could go for some fruit myself. Got a recommendation? How about some passion fruit? It looks wonderful, but however do you eat it? I'll cut it open, then you eat the innards with a spoon, the seeds and all. Callum looking for poison out of habit. Yeah. On a related note, Jamel's also going to be mad at us for taking him out to the market. Although Neji is poison testing for him, at least. Lovely. So sweet and tart. And I love how crunchy the seeds are. And the deep red of the skin and yellow of the inside is so pretty. You and your red things, Lily. Everything here is delish. Yeah? Whoa, look at the size of that one! Wow, it's as big as you, Grim. That's jackfruit. Like Jack? How funny. It's supposed to be the biggest fruit in the whole world. So heavy the tree branches wouldn't support him, so the fruit grows on the trunk. I guess if it's that big, it really is a jackfruit, huh? The best to get drunk on it done right. It ferments, huh? I've had it before. It's good. What's it like? It's rank and sticky with a somewhat meaty texture. Is that meant to be selling me on jackfruit? Because that sounds awful. Well, the proof is in the pudding, you know. Give me a jackfruit. Thank you very much. Hold on a moment while I split it open, and I'll give you the flesh inside. It can grow to about a 2-year-old in size. I'm not a very good judge of how big a 2-year-old is, but that's big for a fruit. Now that it's open, I see what you mean about the smell. Oh, but look at all that yellow flesh inside. There's so much. I guess it really is the biggest fruit in the world. It's far more than any one person could ever eat alone. Why don't we all share it? Don't mind if I do. It's so sticky and delicious. And now the furball's gone and eaten a lot of it. Grim, that fruit was bigger than you. Grim, is your stomach a black hole? 85 centimeters. That's big. Bigger than Grim, for a start. It was as big as he was. Guess we'll take another. Thank you very much. Fruit vendor doing a roaring trade here. It's tangy and sweet like a tropical fruit. But that smell! The distinctive flavour is the best part. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. Yeah, the vendors are scoring big. There's some hungry boys going around. So this will be the Lilia card. Ah, look at him, he's so cute.
キャッチ・ザ・テイルか。初めての競技じゃが、荒ごとには慣れておる。年季の違いを見せてやろう。
Bring some jackfruit for Jack. Yeah, we should be getting some snacks to take back for Jack, right? Given that he's just having to sleep it off, he'll be hungry afterwards, right? Hey, they're selling bananas over there. I can't say no to a banana. Normal bananas, yes. Nothing like that unique flavor of the jackfruit. Bill is learning things about Lilia's palate. Trust me. Pardon me, shopkeep. Might I have enough for all of my group? Of course, here you are. Wait, this looks like a yam. Not a yam, it's a steamed banana. A staple here in Sunset Savanna. Steamed bananas. That sounds tasty. An old standard going way back. Fruits are more plentiful than grains or rice in this country. Imagine having bananas as your staple crop. I've never had this before either. I can't wait, let's dig in. What a subtle, refreshing flavour. This time that'll be everyone's reaction. Quite. I had assumed a cooked banana would be sweet like a dessert, but it's quite the contrary. Yeah, I'd also assumed that. I can understand this becoming a staple. But there's still a little bit of sweetness. I'm sure it's delicious. Bananas are rich in nutrients and easy to digest as well. A perfect supplement before engaging in athletics. And perfect for us as we're off to our bead brawl training later. Oh, I see more delectable looking culinary offerings over there. Ooh, what is that? Crepes, if I'm not mistaken. I could go for some dessert myself. I shall join you. Is that... That doesn't look like a crepe. But I'll take your word for it, Bill. Thank you very much. And you can top them with these as well. You mean these stews? This one looks like white fish and tomato sauce. There's spinach and potato and a beef one. These go with the crepes? A pincher crepe, what is that? Google. Google isn't helping me. Of course, just like the bananas, these rice hull crepes are a staple here. Rice hull crepes? A crepe that's more like an eatable bowl. Okay. I guess it's slightly more solid than I'm used to a crepe being, huh? And here I thought they were a dessert. But no matter, first I'll try a crepe alone. Ugh! It's so sour! I can't handle this. If you're not gonna finish it, I will. I'm now trying to imagine how a crepe would be sour as well. If you're used to chips and dip, it's about the same. Ah, okay. So it's something a little Dorito, like a Dorito. In terms of texture and stuff. I don't like those. Can't say I'm a fan. I guess I'm going to agree with Bill here. Hello, Heike. How you doing? Yum! So sour! My Grim, few people grasp the charm of those crepes their first time. You're quite the connoisseur. Yeah, that's what we'll call Grim. Connoisseur. That's definitely it. The shopkeep said to put some stew on him, remember? You've got to listen. Now I see. Paired with the stew, the crepes are great. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably better with a topping than on their own. The tartness lends a nice accent to the spicy stews. Yum. Truly. Oh yes, this is great. I see now. They need something with a strong flavour to complement them. Boy, even apart from the food, there's a whole lot of things for sale. Yes, there are a plethora of souvenir shops aimed at tourists here. Oh, that shop has all sorts of accessories. Everything from expensive jewels to more affordable items made of glass beads. All manner of precious metals and stones are produced in this land. You say produced, but it's not like there's any excavation happening. People just gather whatever they happen to find lying around. And that is plenty. It's not as though they're one of our chief products. You hear that nonsense? They know they're sitting on a mountain of resources, but they don't think to dig them up. In Sunset Savanna, we prize our pristine natural environments above all else. It would be foolish to destroy our own land simply for economic gain. Yeah, we don't want to strip mine just destroying the view here, Leona. You can't wait for Jamil to see the bill. Hopefully Leona's footing this. Or just the royal family of the Sunset Savanna in general. This counts as entertaining visiting royalty, right? So instead, you just sit back and watch your country fall into decline. Yes, I'm too much of a fool to understand. Hey now, no fighting! Yeah, Leave them alone. They've been acting like this the whole time. They're probably always like this. These sorts of stalls often have some fantastic bargains. If I happen across any promising jewellery, perhaps I'll buy it. Callum, worried about the arguments. Lilia just like, leave them to it, this is probably normal. Vil, not paying any attention at all. Ooh, shinies. And here I thought you were only interested in luxury brands. Brand names aren't important. Quality is. Yeah, it is a good bickering, isn't it? It's nice to see Leona so emotional about something. As well. If the craftsmanship and materials are top-notch, I'll happily wear generic items. Wow, look at this sparkly ring! It's certainly eye-catching. Let me see. Well, of course it sparkles. That's a real diamond. Whoa, that explains the price. A little bit too much for a souvenir. Unless you're Callum, who has all of the money. But it's so shiny. I love it. I'm gonna buy it. That was fast. Jamil will be overjoyed to get such an expensive gift. Perhaps even overjoyed. Yeah, Jamil will be especially happy. Yes, happy is definitely the word. Especially? Who else are you getting these rings for? Everyone in the dorm, of course. Callum? Callum, that's a lot of rings. That's a lot of money. Oh no. Everyone in Scarabia? Of course, they love shiny things. I'm worried they might faint. You want Callum to gift you a diamond ring as well, Thomas? Doubtful. They'll probably assume they're not real. Hey, Callum! You're gonna get me a souvenir too, right? Sure thing. I'll get something for everyone. Huh? Wait, look at these colourful rings. They're even shinier. I'll get these instead. Ah, those are the ones made of glass beads. They certainly are pretty, of course. I guess Callum doesn't actually care about the value of the stones. He just likes what he likes. And it is probably a good thing if he's going for the glass beads rather than the real diamonds. I almost got me a diamond ring. What would you even do with a diamond ring, Grim? Sell it and buy tuna? Probably, actually, right? It's not like Grim can wear one, right? Unless he, like, threads it onto his ribbon or something. Or into his tail, maybe. I ought to get some souvenirs for Melius and everyone. When you travel a lot, you fall into the habit of picking the same souvenirs. I should be careful about that. Maybe I'll get Melius this t-shirt, but no, I gave him something like this not too long ago. An ornament? But I'll never be able to beat that gargoyle I gave him before. It's best to get Silver and Sevek the same thing, or they'll just end up fighting. What to do? Amazing, Lilia, you're taking this so seriously. Well, to me, this is one of the fun parts of travelling. We'll be in Sunset Savanna a little while yet. I'll keep looking. Yeah, you're right. I don't think any of Lilia's boys will have a problem with anything he gets. But I think he's right that there will be a fight if he gets different things for Silver and Sevek. Grim, what are you two going to do? Me and Kalla are gonna buy souvenirs too. If you're of a mind to look elsewhere around here, might I suggest textiles? Oh look, it's the little Simba drawing. Yeah, there's a lot of stores selling that kind of stuff. Tapestries, carpets, scarves, towels. What with all the environmentalism here? There's no excavation of natural resources or large-scale agriculture or construction. So our main product is handmade textiles. Got a recommendation for me? What are you asking me for? He's asking you because you live here, Leona. Might I suggest some manner of floor covering? The carpets come in a variety of sizes. Okay, how about... Whoa, that's expensive! How can a piece of cloth cost so much? Because it's handmade and takes a very, very, very long time, Grim. But napping on top of a nice fluffy carpet does sound nice. I think I could talk them down to, say, 1 thermark? No chance. If it's something to nap on you're after, get a hammock. There's one you can get with an Oasis Vine-themed design. It's real popular. They say in the past the lions would even sleep on these. Meant to be very comfortable. Wow, cool! A bit pricier than 1 thermark still. But I'll take one. Thanks for the tip, Leona. See, look, you can be helpful if you try, Leona. No doubt inspired by your own penchant for naps. Of course, Grim is quite the lazybones himself, so you make a good pair. That just leaves you, Kalla. If carpets are too pricey, I'd say go for a tapestry. Quite a lot of those on offer, and all with a lion cub embroidered on them. You saw the statue celebrating the birth of the prince back at the fountain, didn't you? It's the same prince on all these tapestries. Back in the days of the King of Beasts, to celebrate the birth of the royal child, a renowned shaman is said to have painted a mural of the prince with the juice from the baobab fruit. This design is supposedly based on that original painting. It's a popular motif in this land. You'll find it everywhere. Making it a very Sunset Savanna-esque souvenir, then. Seems like a good choice, don't you think, Kalla? Yeah. I will get a lion tapestry. But not actually for my guest room, because I need those gems for other things. Good on you for behaving for once and not wasting everyone's time. Excuse me, Leona. Excuse me. What do you mean behaving for once? Take offense at that statement. You know, I will say at least he's not just calling me herbivore. But still. Rude. Thank you very much. I love buying stuff. Hey, Lilia, should we get something for Keita too? Oh, you're right. We can give it to him at a club meeting. He'll love it. The best souvenir for a pop music club member has got to be candy, I'd say. Go get some from those stalls over there, then. Prince Leona, that hardly serves as an explanation. Consider your words more carefully, if you would. Oh, shut it. It's bad enough that I'm back in this boring country. No way I'm playing the humble tour guide. Terribly sorry about him, everyone. He's rather a handful. Yeah, we know. We know he's a handful. Yeah, don't worry, we're all used to it. Many of the fine confections at these stalls are unique offerings to Sunset Savanna and make fine souvenirs. And what's that Leona's gone off to buy for himself? A candy made from baobab fruits, flavoured with sugar and chili powder with added red food colouring. Chili powder! No, thank you. It's long been a favourite of his. Though he's grown into an impudent brat, that much remains the same. Oh, now I'm curious how it tastes. I think I'll buy myself a sample. That's good. It's got the tartness of the fruit, but with some spice and sweetness all mixed up together in one complex flavour. You're right. I'd say it's rather refined. If Leona likes these, I guess we can take that as a recommendation. Let's get some for Keita. Well, good luck, Keita. They're so vivid, I bet he'll want to photograph them for Musicom. Thank you very much. I think we've seen all Raintree Market has to offer now. Say, I've been meaning to ask, what's with all the soldiers? Oh, those are patrol guards. Soldiers from the palace keep the peace here in central Sunrise City. It is the royal capital, after all. They keep the peace, sure. Still, I wouldn't walk around alone at night. I'll be careful. I thought only beast folk lived in Sunset Savanna, but I guess that's not the case. Beast folk make up the majority of the population, but not the entirety. And different regions have different demographics. There are many different kinds of beast folk. Some dwell in their own small settlements within Sunset Savanna. I myself am of the bird beast folk, though we are few in number. Only a handful of us reside in the royal capital. Ah, so you are a bird. Different beast folk have their own customs and culture. Bringing them all together is a difficult task for the royal family. Currently, Prince Felina is in charge of governance, and it's certainly proving difficult for him. The feathers weren't that much of a giveaway. I mean, none of the feathers I can see are physically attached to him. Like, all those feathers around his neck are attached to a necklace. Yeah, he's definitely Zazu. That much was clear the moment he turned up. He has tail feathers. Really? Can we... No, wrong button. Can we see them? No. I want to see the tail feathers. He causes problems for himself with that foolish honesty of his, you mean? If that is what you think, Prince Leona, then you ought to go to your brother's side and aid him. As your dear father wishes. The best thing I can do for my brother is not be here. It's why I don't come home. The country's better off. It's why up until this year I've blown off the Cloudcalling festival. For king and country. I'm actually looking out for all of you. Aren't I kind? It pains me to think what your deplorable behaviour is doing to Prince Felina. However did you end up so horribly twisted? I don't know. Probably because some twisted chamberlain was always giving me a hard time. To think that cute little boy who threw tantrums when I beat him at chess would grow up to spit such poison from his mouth. Perhaps I was too hard on you after all. Listen. I'm getting pretty tired of this. How long are you planning on following us around, Neji? Probably for as long as you're taking Callum places, Leona. Well, I am accompanying Callum as state guest. Aw, gee, you don't need to worry about me, Neji. Take a load off. No, I think he does need to worry about you, Callum. You need someone to worry about you. And Jamil's not here. And I wouldn't trust most of the people here to do that for you. I'm afraid I can do no such thing. Wasn't planning on him being around the whole time. Gonna throw a wrench in things. Need to get rid of him somehow. Not even ourselves. That's why I said, most people here I don't trust to look after Callum. Like, I'm sure I could, But then the question is, do I want to be responsible for Callum? I'm not sure I want to be responsible for Callum. Because if I fuck up, Gemel's going to kill me. What are we eating next? We've seen enough stalls. It's about time we headed to Ivory Springs. Ah, finally. Oh, I have waited. I've prepared a charter bus to take us there. Been expecting you. Come on in. Ah, this is pretty nice. Indeed, I look forward to sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying a lovely bus ride. That's everyone on board. Let's roll out. Lots of cars in Sunset City, eh? No, sorry, Sunrise City. Why do I want it to be Sunset City? I guess that rolls off the tongue better. Lots of cars in Sunrise City, eh? There's a proper network of roads here, you see. Of course, a lot of them aren't paved. Most residents get around via taxi or bus, as well as bike taxi. But once you get out of the city, it's just Savanna. Which means everything's off-road. It's gonna get bumpy, so be ready for that. Yeah, I was wondering when Bill said he was going to have a relaxing bus ride. It's time to get shaken. So, this likely will not be a bus ride of the safe and comfortable variety. Yeah, on bad roads it's easy to get a flat for one. And all the dust blowing around tends to lead to engine trouble. Oh, looks like we're about to enter the Savanna. Oof! That wasn't a good noise. Yeah, bus blew a tyre, and on top of that the engine's gone and sputtered out. Yeah. Why did Leona have to speak all of that into being? Right? What? Yes, I shouldn't be surprised. It's like you jinxed us. My poor bus. This might be beyond repair. Probably gonna have to scrap the whole thing. And I had a big reservation tomorrow and everything. Now what am I gonna do? Without a bus I can't earn a living and provide for my family. Really? That's not good. I know, I'll buy you a new bus. Callum. What did you just say? A bus? Callum, you shouldn't offer your help so easily. You just met this guy. But buying a bus is no big deal to Callum, right? That's not the issue. You're right. I can't accept something like that from some student I don't even know. But you need to take care of your family. And that reservation tomorrow, there must be a lot of people looking forward to the trip. I'll buy you a new bus right away, it's no trouble. Where are you getting a new bus from, Callum? Have you thought about that? There's no guarantee that you can buy one right now. Okay. Doesn't sit right, but I need to take care of my family. Thank you for your generosity. But I'm gonna pay you back in full. Please tell me your name. Oh dear. Well, it's Callum, but you really don't need to worry about that. It's only natural to help out someone in need. Oh, He's such a good boy. So you're really going through with it, even though you don't know if you can trust him. Guess that's Callum for you. If Neji charted him, I'm sure he's okay. Not that Callum was going to think that hard about it anyway. Pure boy and pure white like an angel. Yeah. What an unfortunate turn of events. Well, there's nothing for it. I shall arrange another vehicle. Wait, Neji. Forget about calling a car. I've thought of a quicker way out of this. Follow me. It's a bit of a walk, mind. We're headed for the Royal Palace. I thought you weren't going there, Leona. That is a lovely view of the savannah. Whoa, is that big building your house, Leona? I see the Sunset Savannah Palace is made of stone. It serves as a fortress as well, so it was built to be strong. So your family's in there? I should go and say hello. Don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure Callum should go and say hello. I'm pretty sure that's how this is supposed to work, Leona. Now, I'm going to go and... Uncle Leona! Yay, check us here! Yeah. Hunker? Who is this boy? Feels like we've seen him before. I remember. Who could forget such an adorable little boy? This is the son of Crown Prince Felina, Prince Checker. Your brother's son. So then this is... my nephew. Oh, how cute! Hi there, I'm Callum Allison. I'm a friend of Leona's. Anka's friend! Hello! Just gonna let that slide. I got so excited when I heard you were coming home, Anka. Hey, can I hang out with you guys? Quit clinging to me like that. Knock it off. He pays no mind to Leona's scary demeanor and simply keeps running around at his feet. What an innocent child. I can hardly believe they're related. Indeed, it's almost surreal seeing his beaming face next to Leona's scowl. Anka, let's play! We have to practice for the bead brawl today, and then tomorrow's the tournament. After that, we're going right back to school. So I sure wish we could play, but unfortunately I don't have time. What do you want to play? Tag? Hide and seek? Leona, if you don't want to play with the adorable small child, I volunteer as tribute. But I'm pretty sure that he wants to play with you and not with me, so... Did you hear me, Checker? I'm not gonna play tag, and I'm not gonna play hide and seek either. Why would I play such childish games anyway? Then I guess I'll just come with you guys. Yeah, I mean, the R and the L sound basically the same in Japanese, so I don't know how they decide how to do it when they move it into English, but there must be a way that they make that decision. Prince Checker, you are forgetting yourself. Huh? You are next in line to the throne of this country. You are not free to gallivant around a tourist destination. But... Now, you know what happens to children who don't listen. They have to sing. No, anything but that. Sing? That sounds fun. You'd think so, wouldn't you? It's a punishment. He makes you sing the most boring and irritating songs over and over again. Why would you turn singing into a punishment? That's terrible. For a kid who just wants to play, it's enough to make you cry. Prince Checker calmed right down. Prince Checker, there you are. Oh, hi. Took long enough for your attendants to get here. Prince Leona, it has been some time. Huh? Prince Checker, please don't be a bother to Prince Leona. Oh, wait. They were ladies. I voiced them entirely wrong. My, these two beast women sure look formidable. They're veterans of the Palace Guard. They're incredibly strong. I'm now picturing them as like the Dora Milaje from Black Panther. This is how I'm picturing them. The royal family are lion beast folk, and in the wild it's the lionesses who do all the hunting. I guess that's why most of the palace guards here are strong women warriors. There's men too, of course, but most of the important positions are filled by women. I see. I've heard the King of Beasts' military success was all thanks to the efforts of one brave lioness. Sunset Savanna truly boasts so many impressive figures. I take it Prince Checker gave you two the slip. I would expect far more of senior officers. Nala, of course, indeed. Apologies, Grand Chamberlain. Prince Checker's usual handlers are absent. We've been away from fieldwork for some time, and it seems to have dulled our senses. We'll be more careful. Wonder where the three who usually watch Checker are. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, yes. I do hope you're prepared, Prince Leona. Are they going to be one of our opponents? We shall escort Prince Checker back to the palace. Please do. I'll see you later, right, Unka? Promise? Yeah. If there is a later. Thinking of making a run for it, eh? Alright, so anyway, how are we getting to this place, Leona? Okay, before I manage to accumulate any more headaches, let's head to Ivory Springs. But the whole reason we're here is because the bus broke down. How are we going to leave? We'll take a car. That's all well and good, but who's driving? None of you can, right? So it'll have to be me. I don't know if I want to be in a car that Leona is driving. I'm not sure how I feel about that. See ya, Heiko. You? You can drive? You figure that out all on your own? Oh, that's a surprise. You've never mentioned it before. Thing is, I can't drive a bus or anything near that big. So we're not all going to fit. Oh, this is how he's getting rid of Zazu. I mean Neji. Grim can just sit on someone's lap, so that's fine. But after that, we'll be full up. Which means... I'm terribly sorry, Neji, but I'm going to have to ask you to hang back. I see now. You took us to the royal palace in order to rid yourself of me. I must say that was rather clever. I do wish you'd put those wits of yours to use for the sake of your country's future. Nonsense. This country already has a fine leader. What use do you have for a fangless weakling like me? I don't think that's a descriptor I would use for you, Leona. There you go again with your thoughtless outbursts. If you were truly a weakling, how would you have ever been victorious in so many bead brawl matches? A team winning the tournament on their first attempt, and that's a fantasy, but if it's you training them, they might just do it. Much as that vexes me to admit. You're really that good at bead brawl, Leona? Well, the custom is that the younger brother of the heir to the throne has to lead the Sunset Warriors, who are made up of tournament champions. So I had bead brawl lessons forced upon me. By this... No, sorry. Leona lied still. By this meddling Grand Chamberlain here. It's only natural the leader of the Sunset Warriors should learn the fundamentals of the bead brawl. Is it though? When he's not allowed to participate himself? Pretty brazen of you to still be hanging around. Go on and get lost, would you? As Grand Chamberlain of the royal family, I must do as you say, Prince Leona. I shall take my leave. I wish you the best of luck in the competition. So this is what the royal family drives. It's a far sight more practical than I'd imagined. I'm assuming it's a 4x4. Given the environment. Now that's what I call an off-roader. Should handle the Savanna no problem. There are other cars, of course, but this is the best bet for getting us to Ivory Springs. Cool car! Can't wait to see you drive, Leona. Oh, I call shotgun! There'll be all sorts of animals in the savannah, won't there? I'm getting excited. And talkative. You'll be too much of a distraction. Sit in the back. Then I'll sit up front. I know a thing or two about cars. I could even drive for you if you get tired, Leona. Oh, good. Do you have a license? I don't really remember, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't want to be in a car driven by either of you. It feels like my life is in danger. Okay, you're definitely not sitting up front with me, or I see chaos in my future. You'd rather walk than sit in the passenger seat with Leona, huh? Somehow, I guess that's where I'm probably ending up, huh? I wouldn't sit up front if you paid me. Well, yeah, I guess I'm sitting up front, huh? I just want to enjoy the savannah scenery out the window. Having you next to me would spoil the view. I didn't even ask you. Then I guess I'm sitting shotgun. Grim, you're sitting on someone's lap. As long as Kalla comes with you. See, look! He's using my name! This is weird. Leona, there's a really huge difference between just calling me Herbivore and using my name. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's all sus, right? I'd rather sit... No. I would rather not be in this car at all, to be honest, but sure. Huh? So what? I'm not enough for you on my own? Having you by yourself without your handler is the last thing I'd choose. You chose the back seats. I want to have a good view of the savannah, and I'm not gonna have that from the back. Oh man, now I'm regretting not choosing that one. Grumpy Leona is fun. Alright, time to set out for Ivory Springs. The road there is pretty bad, so hold on tight. I'm making sure that my seatbelt is properly fastened. And I'm also holding on. It is the elephant graveyard. Why is it so green? I guess that's the hot spring sulfur, huh? Apparently we're having a very long connecting. Come on, game. It's decided I'm going to have to try again. When I get the chance, I got to see the whole map from this point. Ooh. Yeah, I will have to. Come on, game. Please load. There we go.
Twisted Wonderland. Liliaが言う。
It's been doing this to you as well. Ooh. Yeah, there was a lot there, wasn't there? Very brief. Wait. Show me. Oh, there's Pride Rock. And that must be where we're playing Bead Brawl. And that is, in fact, a very huge city. We'll be there soon. Walking at the car felt so nice. I must have dozed off. I must say, you're quite the steady hand at the wheel. I guess you're good for something after all. Ah, so it turns out that Leona is actually a good driver. Who'd have guessed? Your praise means everything to me. We got to see all sorts of wild animals out on the savannah. It was such fun. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you put Leona in a car in an environment that wasn't terrible roads, maybe he would be a worse driver. Maybe it's good that he's being careful with the off-roading. You sure were tickled by them. With the veritable menagerie you have at home, Callum, I'd have thought you'd be less impressed. An animal in a zoo is completely different from an animal you see in the wild. I suppose it is quite rare to see a wild animal on the prowl, for example. That's the old circle of life. What's that? It's an old saying here in Sunset Savanna. The creatures of the savannah live their lives in constant danger. The strong eat the weak, and when the strong die, they become the ground from which the plants are born. So life goes around in cycles, with everything you see coexisting in a subtle balance. And it's important to maintain that circle. Well, that's the idea, anyway. Makes sense the eco-friendly folks in Sunset Savanna would have a saying like that. The circle of life. I like it. And look at me, still learning new things at my old age. Oh, Lilia, you say the funniest things. We're only 1 year apart, you and I. Ah, Callum. If only you knew. Lilia could easily be your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. And I'm not sure I put enough greats in there. We're finally at Ivory Springs, aren't we? Let's get out of the car. That looks terrifying. Why is the elephant bones glitching? I mean, I guess it's a mirage. But wow, look at all that steam. What with the nearby volcano, hot vapors pour out over the whole area. Yeah, and thanks to that steam you can't see a thing. This is something else. I'll have to take a pic to show Melius and Silva. And Sebek too. Alright, where's the ivory? Over there. Callum? Don't get it twisted. There's no ivory here. But Leona, I can see some. Unless that elephant's corpse isn't real. It would be 28 greats. Yeah, I didn't add enough. I think I only went like half that amount. Huh? Then why is it called Ivory Springs? Because of the elephant fossils and their tusks that were found in the mineral springs here. Oh, fossil elephants. Yeah, I guess it's true that there's no ivory here then. After that, everyone just naturally started calling it Ivory Springs. Yeah. Grim, what's the matter? Someone put a bunch of grub in this hot spring. What a waste. Calm down, that's not a hot spring. It's an iron pot placed in the middle of the steam. They use the steam here to make elephant ears and puddings. What's an elephant ear, Leona? Like an actual elephant ear? Or a mushroom? Or something else? An elephant ear? What's that? Crispy fried dough dusted with sugar and cinnamon. One of my favourites. Yes. I would also like this. Crispy fried dough with sugar and cinnamon. That's basically a churro. So, like a flat churro. I wish to consume it. The steam heats up an iron pan, which fries the elephant ears. The puddings have a whiff of sulphur about them too, makes for a real unique taste. I'd like to sink my teeth into some of that. I'll just fish something out of this pot and... Don't do that, Grim, you're gonna burn yourself. Hot, hot, hot! 12 to 14 in... Wow. That is in fact huge, Thomas. I still want one. Oh no, Grim's about to fall into the pot! Oh. Do you have to go sticking your nose into everything? Didn't enjoy that one bit. The steam is very hot. Please do be careful. Almost had ourselves some steamed Grim for dinner. Lilia. Leona, I'd love to see the exclusive section only the royal family is permitted to enter. Will that be happening anytime soon? Oh, right, that. Your wish is my command, Vilschernheit. So, what's in this exclusive section? The hot springs you can actually bathe in. Ivory Springs is a recreation centre. There's a lot of attractions making use of the geothermal energy, but you can't actually go in the water. But in the royal family's retreat, you can. Ooh. Truly, I can't wait. I love hot springs. I was drawn in by the promise of exclusive sights, but I never imagined I'd get to take a dip in a hot spring. I'm going to enjoy this thoroughly. So am I! Can cats go in hot springs? I ain't a cat! Can Grims go in hot springs? The water was heavenly. Are we just gonna skip the entire part where we go in the hot springs? Damn! Yeah. As you said, Thomas, a spa episode but none of the best skin that comes with it. Yeah. These aren't even my boys, really, and I still wish we got it. Why would you have a hot spring episode and not show me? Who was I hoping for? I mean, I just think it's sad if you take us to hot springs and don't show us. If they did, who? Everyone? I know they're not gonna give us a hot spring CG, though. Sadly. Yeah. No Jack in there. He's suffering from the heat. I guess he'd probably suffer from the heat in here too, so maybe it's a good thing he's not here. It would be even worse if you fainted in the hot spring. Yeah, felt great. Brought me back to life, it did. That was fun, I'm sure. Not the most impressive retreat, but nothing to sneeze at neither, right? I'm feeling dizzy. Speaking of people suffering from the heat, maybe you stayed in too long, huh? Maybe we should call Neji here to take a look at him. No way. I only just managed to get rid of the guy. No, I think an elephant here is just what the doctor ordered for Grim. Catch. Yeah, food will fix anything that's ailing Grim. Delish! So sugary and crisp. See, right as rain. He wasn't dizzy from the bath, just hungry. Glad you're better, Grim. This spa lacks for nothing. The water made my skin so smooth. I've somehow become even more beautiful. It certainly was worth the effort to come here. Perhaps next we should procure some souvenirs. More souvenir shopping. They've sure got a lot for sale. I guess all tourist attractions do. Let's see. Ah, here they are. The natural cosmetics Ivory Springs is known for. You were looking for these specifically? Yes, I read of them before and they piqued my interest. By providing these to my housemates, I'll ensure they redouble their focus on aesthetics. Welcome! I'd like this clay pack, please. And for myself, some body creams, skin lotion made from hot spring water, this soap packed with hot spring minerals, and... mostly just getting stuff for himself, isn't he? Yeah. Also, Bill, at this point you can just say, and for me, one of everything. Here you are. Thank you very much. There, I've got everything I wanted for my housemates and myself now. Rook and Ethel are sure to be pleased. Let's see if I can find something for Melius and the others as well. The place you shopped at was pretty high class, Phil, but there's a bunch of old antique-looking stores here too. Ivory Springs has been open as a recreation centre for a long time now. Makes sense. I was thinking it felt like kind of a throwback tourist site. Huh? Is that? Oh, what's wrong, Lilia? Everyone, I found what I was looking for. There it is. That triangle of cloth pinned to the wall of the store? What is it exactly? A bandana, I guess? Looks like a flag. It's got Ivory Springs written on it in huge letters. Is it meant to be a souvenir? Ah, giant souvenir flag. There's an elephant embroidered on it as well. A tapestry? Oh, I know. It's a weird-shaped carpet. Sure it ain't a cloak? You're all way off. That's a pennant. A pennant? Time was, it was the mainstay of souvenir shops. Every tourist attraction had them. They're pretty rare these days, though. Hello, Nick. How are you doing? Yeah, I think I've seen those small flags. Not in person, but like in TV shows and things. I thought I'd seen the last of them and never dreamed I'd find one again in Sunset Savanna. Huh. I had no idea they sold that sort of thing in my country. What an odd souvenir. The fabric is lovely, but why is it a triangle? If one received that as a gift, it would be hard to know how to react. I'll get one from Peleus as a present. He'll be delighted. Oh yeah, I feel like there's some in one of the Diasomnia rooms. I can't remember whose though. You think that horned jerk's going to like it? Oh yes, I've given him a bunch already. They're plastered all over his room. Okay, it was Malleus's room. Really? You know, it's been so long since I've seen one. I'm gonna get them for Silver and Sebek too. Shopkeep, give me 3 of those. Oh, the pennant on the wall. Terribly sorry, but that's not actually for sale. Oh no, he'll be crushed. You're kidding! Unfortunately, we stopped selling them some time ago. That one on the wall is just left over as a decoration, I'm afraid. This can't be happening! I'm sorry, Lilia. Maybe there's no pennants for sale anywhere in this world anymore. Poor Lilia. He can't find his go-to souvenir anymore. But I can't give up. I'll buy another pennant someday. And give it to Malleus. He'll surely cry tears of joy. Everyone here is like, doubt. Except for Callum, who's like, oh, cool. You buy cookbooks as souvenirs? That's cool. I buy fridge magnets. The most tatty tourists fridge magnets I can find. Like, it's gotta be really touristy. And kind of ugly, you know? Otherwise, it's just not right. Ah, you're a snow globe person, Thomas. Your fridge doesn't have a magnetic door, Nick? Oh no. I have heard that some places don't tend to do fridge magnets anymore because a lot of fridges these days aren't magnetic. Mine is though. So I don't know what I'd do if I suddenly ended up with a non-magnetic fridge. Oh, right, so it's like a sort of built-in fridge, huh? I did not think about kids trying to eat fridge magnets, Thomas. I guess kids do put whatever they can in their mouth, don't they? At least all of my touristy fridge magnets are far too large for a child to swallow. There are a lot of beaded items for sale. Bracelets, necklaces, key holders, coasters. Come to think of it, there were a lot back in Sunrise City too. Yeah, I was gonna say, Thomas, I have a friend who buys snow globes when he's on holiday as well. But for his mother. We always have to help him pick one. So yes, snow globes are definitely one that you find everywhere as well. But then there's always the problem if you're traveling hand luggage only, because that's a liquid. He's been told off by security for not having his snow globe in his liquids bag before. Snow globes, magnets, ashtrays, plates, and ooh, miniature buildings. I can't say I've specifically looked for those, but those kind of sound cool. Oh yeah, I guess the little models. They are quite cool, but I have nowhere to put something like that. It's part of why I go for fridge magnets. I have a designated place where those go. Anyway. Beads have been used as decoration here since way back, so everyone's real into them. There's still tons of craft people working with beads. Everything you see is one of a kind and made from natural materials. No wonder they're so beautiful. Well, since I struck out on the pennants, maybe I'll get some coasters made of beads. Oh, those look cool. I wonder which is for who. I'm guessing the lizard in the bottom right is Sevek's, and I guess the deer for Silver? Although actually, maybe the one behind the deer is more of a crocodile. We drink a lot of coffee in our dorm, you see. No, actually, Sevek can't handle the stuff, so he just pretends. Really, Sevek? The pretty bird could be for Silver, you're right. Sebek just pretends to drink coffee. Sebek, if you can't take coffee, just drink something else. Sounds good to me. I bet Silver will be happy to get a nice coaster. Now, they've all got animal designs. What to choose? Definitely a bird for Silver. I see him with birds all the time back at school. You're right, Thomas. The bird is for Silver. And Sebek likes crocodiles, so I'll get one of those. That just leaves Malleus. But he doesn't really care about animals one way or the other. Well, what about this? I don't know. That lacks the right impact. Now this... Oh, in that case, what about that? Although... This is taking forever. Just get the lizard one. There's resemblance, at least. Okay, so the lizard was from Malleus then. You really think so? But hey, you're the hometown boy. I guess you'd know what is good, so the lizard it is. Thanks for your help, Leona. Malleus will be so happy. Yes, you should definitely tell Malleus that Leona helped you pick it out. That's definitely something you should do, Lilia. Ain't why I did it. I just don't want to waste any more time thinking about that horned jerk's gift. Incredible. Malleus will receive a souvenir handpicked by Leona. Thank you very much. That should be everything. I can't wait to give them their gifts. It's about time for our training. Let's head for the arena. Everyone in the car. Did you drive safely here too, Leona? This is where the bead brawl is held. That's right, and we don't have much time to practice. So let's get to it. Okay, but we don't know the first thing about the bead brawl now, do we? That's why we're here. So I can teach you. First of all, off with those cloaks. They'll just get in the way. Oh, I do feel a lot more mobile now. Hey look, more skin. We may have missed out on Hot Spring's skin, but we're getting bellies now. You said it, I feel nice and light. Isn't Lilia going to burn now? Certainly makes for a fresh look. The cloaks were fairly subdued, but the sleeveless and cropped inner layer is quite vibrant. The perfect colour scheme for a festival on a sunny day. And these armlets aren't just fashion, they provide protection as well. Yeah, well, there's going to be a lot of bodies bashing together. Now, I don't want anyone collapsing like Jack did. Is everyone prepared for the heat? Yep, I slathered myself with the special sunblock I brought. And we attach these long beads to our masks just like you said, Leona. Good, because that's part of the rules. How's regaining funds going? Slowly. I think I'm at about 13 pulls maybe now. I think all I'm going to have for Leona's birthday is like 20. Well, maybe... Actually no, because I'll get another 10 when his birthday comes by. Maybe I'll get to 30. If I'm lucky. Since it is the bead brawl, I suppose these are central to the competition. Hey, I want some beads too! Yep, they're actually meant to be a lion's mane. Long dangling braids made to look like a mane have been a common hairstyle for lion beast folk since way back. I wouldn't mind having a mane either. I see. These beads are a sort of mane that those who aren't lion beast folk can wear too. I love how they clatter as I move. So cool. I don't really care about tradition or looks, but it's an easy hairstyle to maintain once you get used to it. The bouts are held in that ring, one-on-one. Whoever snatches their opponent's beads first wins. Simple, right? Yes, nice and straightforward, I like it. And we're not allowed to use magic, correct? Nope, and no weapons either. You fight with just your body. It's meant to pay respect to the kings of old who fought with only their fangs, claws, and cunning. It's a knockout-style tournament with 16 teams total. The first team to 2 wins moves on to the next match. Alright. 16 team brackets, huh? So we need to win 4 times to win. And it's best two out of 3. Cool. And we have to win 3 matches to win the tournament. Wait, did I miscount it? 16 down to 8, 8 down to 4, 4 down to 2. No, Ville's the one who's miscounted it. You need to win 4 matches to win the tournament, Ville. Oh no. Don't... I forgot about the Spell Drive Club cards as well. My gems won't recover. That's 2 Savanna Claw boys. For now, why don't the 3 of you go up against one another a few times so I can get a grasp of your strengths and weaknesses? Sounds good. Won't know until we try. That's right. I need some more water, and I will be right back. I should go for Ruggy at least because his duo is Leona. Yeah. I mean, I want to go for both of them ideally, if I can afford it. And yeah, I haven't decided if I'm pulling for Savanna Claw Rook when he comes around. I mean, admittedly, I think Rook is one of the characters that I don't have an SSR for. I think there's only 4 now that I don't have any SSRs for. And I think it's Rook, Sebek, Ace and Juice. I think that those are the only characters I'm missing an SSR for now. Although it's entirely possible I'm forgetting someone. After one practice match. Okay, that's enough. Bring it in. How'd we do, Leona? Lilia's definitely the best. In offense and defense, you already move like a pro. Without question, you're our major piece. Major piece? What do you mean? It's a term for high-value pieces in chess. Yeah, namely the queen and rooks. Wow, I guess you must be really good then, Lilia. You're making me blush. There are minor pieces too. The knights and the bishops. They're worth less than the major pieces. On our team, the minor piece is Vil. You're almost as formidable as Leo. Yeah. Wow. Let's try that line again. You're almost as formidable as Lilia. I can pencil the pair of you in for 2 wins against just about any opponent. Just like I planned. I'll endeavour to take that as a compliment and not get hung up on the implications of minor. The problem will be you, Callum. I expected as much, but you just don't move like an athlete. But even lacking strength, you can try and get in an opponent's blind spot. Or take him by surprise and body check him. That sort of thing. What? That's awful, I could never! The boy's too nice for sneaky tactics. It's all so hard to imagine Callum actually pulling anything like that off, even if he wanted to. Callum's such a nice boy. He's not cut out for combat sports. Leona, I really think you'd do better if you tagged me in instead. In a straight-up fight, you've got no chance at victory. You think so? Aw, man. In chess, you'd be a pawn. The least valuable pieces on the board. You've got faith in Callum, just not in a fight. Exactly, and this is a fight. So put me in there, boss. What a dreadfully bleak evaluation. Yeah, but I think some of you are forgetting that a pawn can become anything. It makes it across the board. Callum, let me give you some pointers. Just go bang, zoom, pow, and grab your opponent's beads. Oh, I get it. I'll give it a shot. You understood that, Callum? Okay. Did you actually get something from that, Callum? Sure, that's the same way I learned the drums. Now that I've gauged your capabilities, it's time for me to do some instructing. Hello, Leona Zabs. Oh, you finally took off your cloak. A shame it's just for show, like everything with you. Imagine the crowd's rave reaction if you actually participated in the tournament. Yeah, but he's not allowed to, Vel. It's not his fault. I'm not allowed, remember? I'm the leader of the Sunset Warriors. People would say it's unfair if I threw my support behind a particular team. You mean like you're doing now? The second I set foot in the ring, I'd have a furious Neji flapping down on me. The team would be disqualified to boot. All your fine efforts practicing for nothing. I take back what I said. You just hang back and look pretty. He'll do that pretty well, Will. So that makes you the most useless one here, doesn't it, Leona? What did you say, you little furball? If you can't be with us in the ring, make sure you cheer us on from the stands. Go, Lilia, you can do it. That sort of thing. Now you try. I don't think Leona's going to be doing that, but I can do that, Lilia. As if. You're no fun. Anyway, it's time to get down to your studies. I'll be giving you all the learning you can handle. This'll be fun. Who's first? Come at me. Can I do anything to help? Like, fight Leona myself? Get drinks. We'll need to hydrate. Hydration team, on it. Doing intense exercise in the sun like this takes a lot out of you. And be quick about it if you don't want to miss seeing their faces after they've been bested. So go get drinks and hurry back so that I can see them fall on their faces. Got it. A few hours later. Everyone is pretty tired. Whew. I'm so tired. Worn out already. And yet you're not even breathing hard. You think going up against first-timers like you is gonna make me break a sweat? You're amazing, Leona. Neji said you would be, but this is even more than I'd imagined. Even I couldn't lay a finger on you. The sun's a factor to be sure, but I didn't expect to be this far out of your league. Maybe I'm finally showing my age. I am out of you guys' league. But you've gotten a lot better, I mean it. Quite. Getting such concrete advice was a big help. And we'll be sure to put what you taught us into practice when it's time for the real thing. Yeah, right? Because Jamal has no idea where Callum is right now, right? I don't know, maybe Jamal is still busy with preparation stuff. Maybe he hasn't noticed yet. We can but hope. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. Alright, training's over. Back to the hotel. We need to see how Jack's doing. I miss him. Who's that in front of Jack's room? Probably Jamal. Must be the nurse Najira arranged. How's Jack doing? Okay, not Jamal. We're not caught. Yet. His condition has improved considerably. He's sleeping at present. I see. Well, that's good. Quite. What a relief. I'm getting hungry over here. Get me some grub. Now that you mention it, I'm quite hungry as well. We got quite a workout practicing for the bead brawl. You said it. You didn't get a workout, Grim. All you did was watch. Rest easy. It's almost time for dinner. Tonight's meal will be barbecue. Neji told me to ask you to join as well, Callum. I can't wait! Let's go get some grub. Yes, how dare you, hot son. But I guess it makes sense that Mr. Arctic Wolf was not good in the sun. The barbecue venue. Wow, look at all the meat! Looks delish! This is not exactly the barbecue I had expected. You can say that again. This is certainly strange. Looks normal to me. There's beef, pork, chicken, goat, steaks, skewers, spare ribs, sausages, ham, bacon. It's all meat! Well, yeah, Bill. What did you expect? It's a barbecue. Although, I suppose... I mean, there are vegetables that you do on a barbecue, like, excuse me, where's my corn on the cob? But I will quite happily sit here and consume all of the meat. Ooh, snowboarding or ice skating. Yeah, those would be good for a Jack event. I can just imagine Jack dressed for snowboarding. Normally, barbecue includes some vegetables and seafood, no? This meal is completely unbalanced. Vil, where are you expecting them to get seafood from? Look around. I wouldn't eat any seafood they were serving up here because we're way too far away from the sea. Yeah, too much meat and you get a tummy ache. That's true. I once, we went to this barbecue place while on fieldwork at uni one time, and I did eat far too much meat. Consequences of trying to keep up with some of the boys in my class. I ate so much meat that I had to go rest for the rest of the evening. The others went out on the town, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here in the hotel, please. This was on your orders, I take it? I can't remember every little thing I do. I mean, yes, it would be nice to have some vegetables, but, like, just corn on the cob. Corn on the cob only. I don't want you to barbecue any other vegetables for me. Just corn. I love meat. This country is known for great meat. Enjoy it to your heart's content. I do have some non-meat dishes here as well, compliments of Neji. Always sticking his beak where it doesn't belong. I wanted to treat you to an all-meat extravaganza. Hello, Lu Chun. Welcome to the stream. Thanks, but no thanks. Time to eat. This steak is great. Thick and juicy, but it melts in your mouth. Nothing like chowing down on a thick steak cooked right in front of you. It's an experience you can't have in a restaurant. I suppose that's the charm of barbecue. And the head chef of all people is the one preparing our food, which makes it feel that much more high class. After all that complaining, I see you've tucked right into the meat anyway. Of course, my sole objection was to eating only meat. Besides, on a barbecue grill, the excess fat just drips off, so it's surprisingly healthy. That's your reasoning, Phil, huh? The sausages grilling over there are yummy too. Ooh, yeah, that looks tasty. Look at the size of them. Coiled up like a snake. Never seen anything like it. I have, Lilia. Straighten them out and they're a full meter in length. To eat them, you cut off a bit with those scissors. Meter long sausage. That is a big sausage. That's great. The herbs are delightful. Delicious. Mincing the meat really homogenizes the flavour. These sausages are so good. I wish I could take some home. They're the best I've ever eaten. Really? Coming from Kalla Shearwater, that might actually mean something. Grimm skipped the cutting and is trying to down a whole one himself. Of course he is! It's Grimm! Grimm and his black hole of a stomach. Greedy little thing, you'll give yourself an upset stomach. Vil, I don't think there's anything in this world that can give Grimm an upset stomach. Like, literally. Yum! Another! I guess we don't need to worry about that with him. Yeah, what we need to question is how he's fitting that much food into his stomach. Oh yeah, you're right. The fruit from the Stitch event, that did get him. Yeah, you're right. We have seen Grim get an upset stomach. I was still very surprised that messed with him. Given this is Grim. Oh, there's some seafood over here. Shrimp and crab skewers. By the colour, they look quite fresh. Do they now? I would have thought seafood harder to come by here. Yeah, Bill, that's exactly why I wouldn't want to eat it. You can get fresh seafood for cheap along the coast, even in Sunset Savanna. Sunrise City isn't far from the ocean, so seafood is pretty common here. Oh, okay, Leona. Still not sure I'm trusting it. If I can't see the sea, I'm not eating the seafood. Thank you very much. I mean, it's not quite that much, but still. And I mean, I have eaten seafood in a lot of places where I can't see the sea, but that's not the point. Which country were you thinking it was, Thomas? Of course, in regions that aren't near bodies of water, unprocessed seafood remains a real luxury.
It looks good. Don't mind if I do.
Tanzania and Kenya. Yeah, that makes sense. My geography is not good enough to know exactly where those places are. My geography is real bad. Especially when you... I was about to say, especially when you get beyond Europe, but, sorry, especially when you get beyond Western Europe. Anything beyond that, and I'm just guessing. Just below the nose shape of Africa. Okay. Thank you.
Let's eat.
Boy, that sure is fresh. And spicy too, I love this flavour. Even more reason for me to not touch this seafood with a barge pole. No spicy food for Kallas. Spicy food is bad for Kallas. The spice is intense, but it's so delicious you can't help but come back for more. You want some too, Kalla? Which would you like? Neither of the above. Small shrimp skewer or a big lobster skewer. I don't think I've ever eaten lobster. No, I don't think I've ever eaten lobster. Better cooked. I mean, yeah. I want to try the lobster.
What? No way! The biggest one is mine. You can have the slightly smaller one, Kalla. Yum! Really gives you something to dig your teeth into.
Eat it, shells and all. Oh dear. Wow, that was amazing. I want to give it a try too. It's safer between the two. Ah. To be fair, I don't really like shrimp that much, so... I mean, I'll eat shrimp. But it's definitely not my favourite. Yeah, I'm vetoing that. Think of poor Jamil. Leona, what are you implying about the lobster? Or are you implying that Callum really shouldn't eat the shell? I could use a drink. Of course, here is the drink menu. Lots of them to choose from. Fruit juice, tea, coffee. Our coffee is pretty famous. Ooh, then I think I'll treat myself to a little after-dinner pick-me-up. It's spicy! It is not bitter. People here often spice their coffee. Spicy coffee. I don't like coffee in the first place. Although maybe it would be better because it's not bitter anymore. You learn something new every day. I like it. On stage. At the barbecue venue. Huh? Some cheerful music just started playing. If I knew where the coffee came from, I wouldn't. Has this coffee recently passed through a civet? Because I know that's one place coffee beans can go. The dance show is beginning. Ooh, dance show. It certainly is. Look at all the dancers. You may join in if you like. Looks like fun. I'm gonna do it. Of course you are, Callum. I'll join you. Yeah, I also expected Lilia to do it. Me too. Grim as well, huh? All the small ones. I'll clap along from here. Good, get into the spirit. Aren't you going to dance, Phil? No, there are a lot of other guests here. I wouldn't want to upstage everyone. What about you, Leona? Yeah, really? You think Leona's gonna dance? No way. Well, that's no fun. Guess it's just us. On stage. Yay! Yahoo! The barbecue venue. What a unique rhythm. I've never heard anything like it. It's a polyrhythm. Multiple different rhythms all happening at the same time. It's the way music's been made here since way back. It's certainly lively, but it seems hard to catch the beat, and yet everyone is dancing so well to it. Callum in particular. I can hardly spot a difference between him and the dancers who are actually from here. Grim, meanwhile, is awful. And Lilia, I'm not sure what he's doing even counts as dancing. He's just kind of moving weird and smiling. Sounds like dancing. Oh, be nice. This isn't the tournament. On stage. Nope. They're finally done. Okay, one last thing. Right, now that I'm fired up, it's time to sing. You're not finished. We've only just begun. It would be a waste to stop now, don't you think? We've been practicing our singing in Pop Music Club, and this is the perfect chance to show off. By singing, you mean that awful screaming you do, yes? You'll make the other guests faint. Enough. The party's over. Back to your rooms. He is going to shoo them off to bed. Wow, way to kill the mood. What a drag. Tomorrow is the Bead Brawl tournament. As athletes, we must rest our bodies in preparation. I guess you're right. Phew. Well then, good night, everyone. Yeah, later. Yeah.
Time to get some shut-eye, Kalla.
Good night. Aw, man. It's over already? How boring. You two. What are you planning? They're like, well, if everyone else has gone to bed, there's no one to stop us. No one to stop us. It's actually fully nighttime now. Late at night. Okay, my turn next. What was that, Lilia? Huh? Someone's banging on our door. How rude. Lilia, Callum, you're the ones being rude here. Oh, did we wake you? Sorry about that. We'll be more careful. Strange. We were doing our best to keep it down so as not to bother folks in the other rooms. Singing in the dead of night is thoughtless at any volume. Did you not hear me when I told you to get some rest? Yes, you told us to get some rest. You didn't say anything about sleeping. For us, this is the most relaxing, restful thing we can do right now. Yeah, you vex me so. We're on vacation with friends. What, do you think we can just put our heads down and go to sleep? That was Lilia's thinking anyway, and I found it quite convincing. First we played some card games and had a pillow fight. When we were done with those, we started playing the song chaining game we always play in Pop Music Club. Could someone put some sleepy stuff in their tea? Could someone put some sleepy stuff in my tea? Fine, we'll go back to something quiet. Cards, perhaps? Oh, fun! I'm sorry, you two, but I need my sleep. Could you keep it down? Did we wake you too, Kalla? Wow, were we really that loud? Yes! Yes, you are! Lilia's screaming really brought the house down. Say, where's Grim? Still asleep, I guess. There, you see, it's easy to sleep when you make a proper effort. Were you even trying? Lilia, don't be rude about my insomnia. Don't lecture me, I'm the victim here. Just go back to your room and go to bed. You can't ask a creature of darkness to sleep at the time he's most awake. No, I'm going to stay right here in Callum's room and party all night. Listen, if you ruin any more of my beauty sleep, there will be dire repercussions. Shut it, all of you. Oh wow, now we woke Leona? Look, you even roused Lazybones here. Yeah, I think that may have been you, Bill. Who are you calling Lazybones? I wasn't even asleep yet, I'm just about to turn in. It's been a while since we parted ways for the evening. What have you been doing all that time if not sleeping? Nothing. Just working on the plan for tomorrow. Well, you stand outside gazing at the stars all wistful, you mean? How do you even see that? You're one devious old geezer. I mean, look at all those stars, though. I would stand and look at the stars. Were you looking at the stars? They're really beautiful here, aren't they? Gazing up at the night sky, I had no idea you were such a romantic. Don't make me laugh. Who cares about stars? They're just big balls of flaming gas. Now that's the least romantic thing I've ever heard. That's Leona for you. Back in the time of the King of Beasts, they said the stars were the dead kings of old. They'd watch over the royal family and set them back on path when they felt worried or alone. My, that's a nice thought. Isn't it? But nothing more than a cheap lie. It makes me sick. It's not a lie, it's a story, Leona. They're different things. If you've no interest in the stars, then why go outside to think? No real reason. Forget that anyhow. The plan for tomorrow is what matters. After today's practice, I've got a grasp on you three's strengths and weaknesses. So I've been using those to simulate all sorts of lineups. I'm relieved to hear it, Leona. I don't really understand the bead roll all that well yet. I'm impressed. Here we are goofing off and you're thinking about the tournament. That's because I can't afford to have you lose. You really don't want to do those Guardian lessons, do you? Guardian lessons? What are those? Oh yeah, Callum hasn't been looped in on the whole thing. I have to tell the new Sunset Warriors what an honour and privilege it is to serve the royal family. And you don't want to do that? If we were at war, it would be one thing, but in peacetime the lessons are pretty much meaningless. So it's hard to get excited about them. I see. Your reasons for not wanting to do these lessons have nothing to do with me, nor do the circumstances of your country. But if I'm to compete, I do hate to lose, so you can count on me. Same here. I love to travel and have been all over the world, but this is one of the best trips I've ever been on. Winning the Bead Brawl tournament will be the perfect cherry on top. Besides, it'd be nice if you could look back on this trip fondly, Leona. I'm really glad we could go on this trip together too. And Bead Brawl matches are fun. It's one heart-pounding moment after another. It's so exciting to think that all these moments will be memories tomorrow. So I'm going to enjoy the tournament as much as I can. Glad you're all actually into it. You guys want to win, and I want to set you up to win. So we're all on the same page. But remember this, without me, you won't even get a sniff of victory. Nice be prepared line there, Leona. You won't get a sniff without me. So listen to what I say. And be sure to win tomorrow. Yeah. Let's do our best.
Can you keep it down?
Okay, now we've even woken up, Grim. And we're done with book 3. Book 4 and 5 is next week, right? Yeah, I believe so. Well, given that the stamp thing says collect by the 20th, I guess it's Sunday. Do a pull for more Callums. No, I do not require more Callums. I'm done here. Alright. Well, then that's us done for today then. Thank you very much for coming, it's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule is posted both over there on social media and over here in YouTube in the community tab. And the next scheduled stream is Friday, 7 PM. I'll be starting a new game with Asterix and Obelix Heroes, which is a card battling RPG, and that's basically all I know about it. So hopefully it'll be fun. Hope to see you then or another time. Once again, thanks for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya, bye bye.